Greetings, Macadine family. This is Camille Shabazz. Once again, hoping all is well with you and your family. Just wanted to share a few thoughts with you in regards to what we teach and try to illustrate via Macadine. I wanted to just talk about this trend that's been going on among black men in the music field, in the music industry since the late 90s. That is really part of the social engineering process to emasculate and eliminate authentic black men. And when I say authentic black men, I mean black men who stand in their nature, who are heterosexual, and who gravitate towards the normal masculine energy and projection that real men create and produce. But social engineering has been going on strongly since the 1990s, and it's been in the form of the names of the rappers, number one. People don't realize it, and you can look it up for yourself, as I always say. The rap name that starts with Lil Wayne. You know, it started in the 90s with Lil Wayne, Lil C's. But what people don't know is that in the rap world, in America, you have 4,000 plus, mainly 95% to 99% of black males between the ages of 13 and 40 calling themselves little so-and-so, little man. What does that do to the mindset of the people? You're little, you're minuscule, you're miniature. And when someone is short, they usually have what they call a short man's or Napoleonic complex. But what I'm talking about is the psychological power of social engineering and how social engineering actually steers black culture, funded by white supremacy and those who are over the music industry, namely the Jews, which is another subject. So since it's been little man, or these little rappers, now over the last 5 years, it has gone from little to now rappers calling themselves babies. Babies. And these ones calling themselves babies, no disrespect to the brothers, Little Baby and Baby coming out at concerts with rattles and bottles and diapers. What type of psychological message is that giving, that we take for being just fun and sport and play? But it's something that the social engineers is aiming at. Because what comes after being a baby when you're de-evolving and going backwards? You went from little, now you're going from little to a baby. What comes before a baby? Now you're going into invisibility. Now you're going into being nothing, because you're going backwards. Instead of going according to the science of Darwin from monkey to man, which we know is a bunch of bullshit, but just looking at it from an evolutionary standpoint, you're going forward. But we're put in a position through social engineering to be going backwards, to de-evolve. So from baby, you're going into invisibility. Then you got the rappers who were gangster, and no disrespect to my brother Snoop, but you have went from a gangster to now cooking and baking with an old racist ass white woman. And little does Snoop know that there's a name for that type of individual that he inadvertently is part and parcel of making popular and making inspirational to other men to be like. and that is the Martha man. He doesn't even realize that he is promoting beta maleness, beta weakness. Here you in there with an old white woman, and you're so non-threatening that you're left alone with her like it's nothing. They call that in the old days a good nigga or a house nigga. Well, like I said, no disrespect to Brother Snoop, but we're looking at social engineering in effect, that we just follow the sheeple, black sheep or whatever color you are. We just follow whatever the social engineers put before us to follow. So beware, be cognizant of the tricks that's taking place to continue the course of black men being emasculated, being downtrodden, and being looked at in a negative image globally. And once again, that's why this book was formulated, to destroy that baby mentality, to destroy that childish mentality that is reigning supreme among these brothers who still refer to themselves in the baby language of having a crib, you know, and chilling. Those are not phrases of men. Those are the way children and babies talk. We got to come out of being babies and come into being grown, real men. Taking charge of home, of self, family life, social life, wherever you're at, you're sovereign. More later. Peace.